Me, 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 me. All right. I think we're live. We are live. What's going on, everybody? Are we connected? We should be connected here. Josh O'Leary, Survivor Digest, live here on the Slipperhouse Extra Extra YouTube channel. I do not promote these as live because they're not. They weren't always live for last year, but I'm kind of in a groove here with doing these via the phone instead of on the computer. It's kind of a little more of a relaxed situation, so maybe I'll keep it that way. We should be rocking and rolling with the audio. Shouldn't have any issues. So if you would like to join us live here in the chat, you can because we are live. We are indeed live here on Slipperhouse Extra Extra. We're live here quite a bit. We have Pro Wrestling Sauce every Wednesday at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time right here on the Slipperhouse Extra Extra YouTube channel. And we have House Assembly, which isn't live, but that's every Sunday, and it's hilarious. Every Sunday at 9. Like and subscribe for all the good content we have here. Lots of fun, right? You just kind of gotta, if you know, type of deal over here at Slipper House. But I'm Josh O'Leary, and we're going to get into episode number 3 of Survivor 49. And going through my notebook here, I filled this sucker halfway up with 48, and we're getting a couple pages here into 49. Now, hold on a sec, what? I could have sworn I threw that away. Okay, there's some notes in here I thought I threw away. But guys, okay, so this is my typical note sheet. Let me show you guys. So for the premiere episode, here was my notes. Okay, a nice thick page of notes. Here we go. And this is the first episode, and then we get into the second episode, and it's still a nice full page. Still a nice full page. I had a lot to say. And then we get to this episode, and it's getting shorter. It's getting shorter. I'm having less to say, which isn't a good thing. It's not a good thing in my opinion. I think Probst is slacking a little bit here. What do you call it? Right at the beginning of the season, right at the arc. You know what I'm saying? Right at the arc. I did not enjoy this episode as a whole. I really didn't. I really didn't like it. I didn't like any of the outcomes that was happening. I thought a lot of things. Well, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into how I felt about all of this because that's what this show is, right? I watch Survivor and then I digest it, right? I eat the episode. I go, and then I digest it. Let me just fix the angle there, so we're a little bit straightened out. All right, it's live. We're live, folks. All right, so Survivor 49, Episode 3, Survivor Digest. Let's get into it. Day 6, Alex. Right, we're going to start off with this tribe. So the Kele tribe. Kele. Alex says his tribe are the lovable losers. You could say that again. The lovable losers. They are. They as a tribe. Little did Alex know he was foreshadowing there. They as a tribe have no fire, no food, or energy. And then I wrote here as a little note, except Jeremiah, who is all hopped up on worm energy. That guy has been eating worms. Let's not forget that his stamina is a little bit above the threshold where everybody else is at because of the worm intake. Okay, he's been having a lot of worms. Jeremiah. The Kele tribe has to win or the Core 4 implodes. Plus, Alex has his idol. So then we switch over to, God, which tribe did we switch over to? I don't know. Yellow? Jason brings about the idea that everyone on Henna, okay, I wrote it down. Everyone on the Henna tribe, I should just read it, right? Should search for the Beware advantage as a tribe in one big group. And this is Major Goofy, as any good player would not tell anyone if they found this Beware advantage or any advantage in Survivor. You need to keep that tight knit, okay? The whole sharing it with the group thing, I'm surprised that hasn't died out yet, to be completely honest. MC. Now, MC finds the Beware advantage, and it's the exact same Beware advantage that the Kaylee tribe had, that Alex got the advantage from. And MC is smart. She's smart, and she only tells knockoff Ryan Reynolds about it. So, what's his name? See, I'm still learning the names here. And to be completely honest, guys, to be completely honest, we only know Sophie, Alex, Jake, Jeremiah. That's the tribe we know. These other tribes, like, yeah, they got some good moments, but really we're just seeing them in the challenges. I mean, there's a little bit of camp life there, but the only one that's like standing out is the poop girl, is the girl that likes poop. What's her name? God, I'm blanking on the names tonight, guys. Blanking. Anyway, so MC, she's smart, and she only tells her number one about it after finding it. So then we go over to Yule, the Yule tribe, the Yuli tribe. I like to say Yule, even though it's not Y-U-L, like Yule. They're full on coconut and good vibes, man. This is the vibes tribe, man. They're like, I really like your energy, man. I really like the vibe you're putting out. God, would I throw a wrench into that fucking tribe, right? I'd be like, ugh, vibes. Ugh. Get yours away from me. There's a core 4 on the Yuli tribe, and that excludes Sage and Jawan. Now, Sage is the poop girl. Okay, we get back to the girl who, in episode 1, said that she's just fascinated by poop. She likes looking at it. She likes inspecting it. She likes getting down there with the magnifying glass and really seeing what's going on. Seeing what's going on. Sage. But Sage and Jawan, they're not in that core 4 over there in the Yuli tribe. So they're just trying to give us a little bit of camp life with these other tribes. Sage tries to run it by... Okay, so this is going to be confusing, what I'm about to say. This is going to be a little bit confusing on what I'm about to say. All right? Let's see if we can get it right. Sage tries to run it by Shannon that a name to throw out is Savannah. Shannon, of course, tells Savannah. It's a battle of the triple S's, here. If you aren't going, if you aren't going to tribal, don't fuck around, Sage. Don't fuck around, Sage. You should just be, out there in the water looking for aqua dumps or whatever it is that fascinates you so much about poop. Okay. But yeah, this was just a little battle, a little scrap here between these three girls. Nothing too crazy, just kind of some name throwing around. Sage is kind of on the outs, though. I feel for her. I feel bad for her in that sense. And Jawan as well, but maybe they'll pull through. Maybe they'll be the ones that really come out of that tribe on top, right? Usually that goes like that a lot. So we went to commercial. When we come back from commercial here, and Jake is standing in the ocean. Okay, this is the big moment of the episode. Jake is standing in the middle. Not in the middle. He's standing right at the tip of the ocean. I don't know why I said the middle. Jake is standing right at the tip of the ocean there, right at the shoreline, and he doesn't really react like scared at all to what just happened to him, but he goes, "Hey, there's a snake." He's like, "There's a snake. It's wrapped around my foot real quick." And they're like, "Oh, did you get bit?" It was a very casual type of conversation. And then I think as he like realized like, oh, I kind of did get bit. I think I got bit. There's like two little prong marks right there. And he starts to realize that, oh no, like maybe this is bad. And then Alex goes back to camp and gets a book. Alex goes back to camp and gets a book of all the venomous creatures on the island that production gives to them to try to avoid. They're like, hey man, if you guys see these creatures out there, just try to avoid them. Stay away from these. Don't eat these. They give them the contestants a book of stuff to stay away from. And right at the top of the list on the venomous animals portion of this list was a sea crate snake. Okay, so a sea crate is a little snake, a little black and white snake. He's in the thumbnail here tonight. He is representing promptly in our thumbnail tonight, looking good, looking handsome. Black and white sea snake with a little fin tail on the end, and these things are highly venomous, highly venomous. If it wants to get you good, it can get you good. And this thing just nipped Jake. I mean, I don't think it really got him too good because he didn't react like like there's a fucking snake, because that's what I would have done. I would have said, holy, I would have been like, holy shit. I would have played it up. I would have rolled around in the sand like, oh my God, especially if they're going to send me home. Which, spoiler alert. Where are we at? Let me mark my notes here. So yeah, Jake, he gets bit by the snake standing in the ocean. And it's a highly venomous snake, like I said. And Jake he's going through the emotions as this is going on. Alex is in a confessional saying, Jake's about to have his first child. They're really, Survivor's loving this. He got bit by the snake and they're like, oh shit, we're loving this. I don't even know if I believe it entirely. Right? It almost seems like a plant at some, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is. It just was, Survivor's loving it. Production was like, holy shit, he's going to have his first child, his father. This is the last time he'll be able to see him on television, possibly forever. He could die. And in my notes here, I wrote, Alex is forbidden from sucking out the poison. Because these two guys, they got their little love quarrel in there. Jake's boner was just raging all the while. This whole time, these past 3 episodes for Alex, and Alex has been really at a half chub. And then as soon as he sees Alex on his deathbed, as Jake on his deathbed here from a snake bite, Alex goes full boner. He goes full boner, and he's like, I love Jake. I love him. He finally confesses his love for him. It was a pure love story here on Survivor, and we're here for it, right? We're here for it, baby. We love it, right? All right. Everyone is back at camp and thinks that Jake is dead, right? They think Jake's dead. And I'm thinking that this is a big lead-in for his triumphant return back to the tribe, right? A very dramatic, triumphant return. Boom, boom, boom. Here comes Jake. He's got a wrap around his foot, and he's like, no fucking snake's taking me out, bitch. Ah! And then his boner explodes from all the intensity. But that's not the case. That is not what happened at all. That's what I was hoping for. That is not what happened. The doctor is pulling him from the game, so they're showing us a little bit of behind the scenes here. And Jeff Probst is back there letting you know that we're taking care of him here in a nice, clean facility at our little Survivor hospital here in Fiji on the production set. And they're taking good care of him, but the doctor's pulling him from the game. And I was confused about this in my notes. It says he's fine because it was a dry bite. The snake bit him, no venom, just a dry bite, just a little thing. He did get really stressed out from the situation. It seemed like he was just really stressed and overwhelmed by how many people were kind of just like around him and whatever, which I get that. Like, geez, come on, guys. All right. Like everybody's just kind of like on him. And they were like giving him who knows what. They put him an IV on him and all this stuff. I get, just taking precautions. It's a sea crate. It's highly venomous. But it was a dry bite. And the reasoning that I put together here that they're pulling him from the game is because they want him to be on a bed and have some air conditioning. That is what Jeff Probst said. He needs a bed. He needs some air conditioning. The doctor would recommend bed and air conditioning. This seems silly to me on a game called Survivor. Highly venomous snake, dry bite, very scary moment. Very, very scary. How can you not let this guy back in? How can you not let this guy back in? Like, what? His kid's about, like, this dude was a plant, if anything. Like, my goodness, his kid's about to be born. And, his dad had cataracts. He had all these sob stories coming in. And then finishes it off with a sob story. And then he didn't get to finish his Survivor moment. But he seemed kind of okay with it. He had the least dramatic response I've ever seen to anyone having to leave the game. It almost seemed like he was just kind of like, I'm ready to leave the game. That was a bit much. Like I don't know if Jake thought it was that big of a deal. I'm interested to check out some of the interviews with Jake, over on Rob Has a Podcast or something like that to see what he has to say. That would be very, very interesting to find out what Jake's take on the situation is, considering he is the one that got bit, right? But the whole thing did seem very silly to me, right? It did. You know what? I left my drink somewhere. The hell did I leave my beverage? Where the hell did I? I'm getting pissed off now. Where did I leave my beverage, guys? Here it is. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Ice cold Sprite. That's right. I'm going a little bit of caffeine free here towards the end of the nights. Trying to not have so much of a caffeine buzz as I go to bed, because it's giving me headaches in the morning. I need to wean off the caffeine a little bit earlier, right? I think that would be probably one of my biggest issues with going on Survivor, would probably be the caffeine withdrawals, because I am highly addicted to caffeine. I love it. Can't get enough of the stuff. It's so good. And nicotine. Right. Right. All right, guys. We're going to the immunity challenge now. Now, Jeff is going to tell everyone at the immunity challenge about the sea crate bite to Jake. Okay, this is a very traumatic sea crate bite. Like I said, never in the history of Survivor has this happened before. This is not something that is a frequent occurrence on the program, but Jeff tells everyone at the immunity challenge about it, and this challenge just happens to be over the ocean. Which really made me laugh, actually. This was a very funny part of the episode. I would say a highlight moment of the episode was Jeff bringing everyone out there after a almost devastating sea crate bite to one of their contestants, bringing everyone out there to see a depleted Kelly tribe, and also tell them that one of their members was bitten by a snake in the ocean, and this challenge is over the ocean. Don't be afraid, but that just happened. Very funny. It's a challenge, and it's for a reward, and it's for immunity, and it's the tarp and hammock reward, yada yada yada, plus immunity. It's a long obstacle course with a puzzle at the end. I don't need to get into it. It's a long fucking watery obstacle course with a puzzle at the end. Honestly, the challenges sometimes are my least favorite part, right? If you're one of those people that just loves the challenges, I don't know. I have a hard time following them, to be completely honest, because they just jump back and forth constantly, and Jeff just has to like say his little phrases in between. I don't know. It's not my favorite. Long obstacle course with the puzzle at the end. Henna and Yule win and send Kayleigh home to tribal. Fucking brutal. That's what I wrote right here down in my notes. I wrote brutal. Very much so. Right? Um, this shit is not enjoyable at all. I wrote that. This shit is not enjoyable at all. A three person tribal is bullshit, Jeff. It's kind of it was easily predictable. I was like, okay, Alex. It was solidified even in episode 1 that Alex and Sophie like they were a thing, dude. Jeremiah has been a tag along. He was a tag along in the last episode. He kind of just confirmed that he was part of the 4, and he knew he was on the bottom of it. Ugh, excuse me, but yeah, dude. The people tribal is bullshit. Um, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, oh no. I said, Sophie, our girl, Sophie. She's gonna potentially be voted out here. I mean, she's getting lower and lower chances every time. You know, she's a huge fan. If you didn't know, huge fan over here at Slipper House. Um, from this is not news. Everybody knows this. She left a comment, complimenting me on my commentary for Survivor. She just thinks that I am fantastic at what I do. You can go check out her comment for yourself. It's on the Survivor 49 cast breakdown video, where I break down the cast of Survivor 49 before the season premiere. And yeah, she just loves my commentary. So I've been rooting for her this whole time. I've been rooting for her this season. And her chance. It seems as if like it's bad luck. It's bad luck for me to be rooting for someone, a bias, having a bias for somebody. It's just bad luck out there, especially if you're watching the show. I'm like, oh my goodness, Sophie, is this your end? It could be. It could be. Um, so other tribes are living large, Kayleigh experienced all of Survivor pretty much in 6 days. I wrote that. Uh, Also, does the Alex Idol, like, is he like he's gonna play it? Like, this dude is not dumb. Like, if he doesn't play it, he's getting voted. So he's gonna play his idol. So it's pretty much just who's Alex picking. Um, that's what it should be, but that's not the case at all. Oh, really? Oh, Russell Wilson might come into the Giants game. We'll see. That is breaking news. Jackson Dart may be injured. Um, where was I, guys? Okay, so yeah, Alex is in denial, and so this should go easy for Alex. That's how I'm thinking. But Alex somehow fucks this all up. Alex is in denial and uh, now misses his one true companion, Jake. He's reminiscing on the times they had together, and the milkshakes they would have shared, and just all the good times. The sand between their toes. The sands of an hourglass. These are the days of our Jake and Alex. Um, so Jeremiah and Sophie are talking, and they want Alex out because of the idol. Of course, right? You vote him out. He's got an idol. You gotta get rid of this guy, right? Get him out of here. Idol man. The plan is to make Alex comfortable, so he won't use his idol. There's a way to do that too. You could really make him really comfortable. Like, there's no way. Like, sorry, Jeremiah. Like, throw Jeremiah a going away party and everything. Like, that's what you should have done. Jeremiah, you should have had some, coconut streamers, some sand confetti, and you should have had a real Fiji Island party. You could have invited the Sea Crate back to do a couple jokes. You could have had a real good time. Had a Jeremiah farewell party to really get Alex comfortable, but you guys you guys were talking a little too much between like individually, and I think that's what made Alex so nervous. Um, so it's a solid plan, but it's just not executed well between Sophie and Jeremiah. Uh, and then we go over to the Red Tribe, whatever their name is, and they go idol hunting. And Rizzo, he finds the Beware advantage on his tribe. Now I like Rizzo. I'm a big fan of Rizzo. I liked what I saw of him so far. I wish we got a little bit of more of him in this episode, but this is the bit we get of him here is finding the Beware advantage. Uh, and he tells the tribe immediately. He's like, "Guys, I got it." It's whack to tell everyone, but he does have a confessional where he says, "I may have told everyone, but I'm not using this thing for anybody but me." So, yeah, he's gonna Rizzo gonna Riz, right? Riz God gonna Riz. Um, the only thing I didn't like about Riz God was that him and Jeremiah were walking away after they found it, and these guys love saying, "This is cinema. That was cinema." Like, dude, you sound so dumb. I don't know. It sounds so dumb to me. I can't stand it. It's like like I watch a lot of pro wrestling, as you guys know here on the channel. Pro Wrestling Sauce Wednesdays at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, right here on the channel. Check out last night's episode. Great episode. Yeah, no, I can't stand it when people in wrestling they'll post like a clip of something from wrestling and they'll be like, "This is cinema," and I'm like, can you say something about the clip? Or are you just like posting the clip and it's like a click? It's like something you say to get clicks. And I don't know. I just don't like it. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite phrase. It's it's whack. And Rizzo and Joanna are whack for doing that. Bro, this is cinema, pure cinema. Bro, this is like a movie. That sounds better, actually. Bro, this is like a movie. Yeah, that sounds good. Anyway, we come back from a commercial here, and Sophie, she's she's hiding in the bushes. Our girl Sophie's out there in the bushes. She's pulling a Tony. She's got her. She didn't even need a spy shack. She just kind of made a spy pit right there, just a little spy divot in the leaves, and she's spying on Jeremiah and Alex having a little conversation, and she overhears Alex saying that he's going to vote for her, and she says, "Over my dead body," which I think they only need a few more days out there on the island, and they all would be dead with the way they're losing so many challenges. And yeah, so she's spying, and then we go to tribal council. They really built it up, but I was like, God, in my head, I wrote here, Jeremiah's going home. I said, I know he's going home. And the only note I really have here from tribal is that I hate how Jeff just blows up everyone's game at tribal. Like, I know there's only 3 of them left here, and they're kind of doomed to begin with, but I hate how Jeff just so why would you do like he just asks people their game now. He's not really asking anything insightful or kind of like stirring up any emotion. He's just kind of like asking people straight up like what their game plan is. Like who are you Jeff might as well be like, Sophie, who are you voting for tonight? Like, can you chill the fuck out with that shit, Jeff? Like, God, dude, you used to be very smooth with it, and nowadays you're cutting corners, man. You know what I'm saying? You're knockoff Fruity Pebbles right now. You're Dino Bites. And I want Fred Flintstone on my box. So step up the game, Jeff. I hate people blowing up someone's game, especially the fucking host. Like, it's one thing if a cast member does it. Why is Jeff the host blowing up people's games? So Jeremiah has another funny moment here, and he calls Alex Jake, which everybody's thinking about Jake. Jake's on the brain. Jake bit by a snake. You know, it rhymes. I didn't even think about that. Jake bit by a snake. For goodness sake. Oh wait, no, I got it. It's here we go. We're gonna write this in real time. Okay, let's write it down here. Let's write the lyrics down here. So it'll be like Jake bit by a snake. And then we say uh ooh, Alex Jake bit by a snake. Alex, quick, suck out the poison. For goodness sake, right? For goodness sake, that's a good one. Yeah, it's Jake bit by a snake. Alex, quick, suck out the poison. For goodness sake. Oh no, it's not good. That's bad, guys. It's not good. Thought that was gonna be all. Maybe I gotta put the cuts in there different. Uh, oh yeah. So what about if I switch the lines? Like did a little arrow here. So it'd be like Jake bit by a snake. For goodness sake, Alex, quick, suck or no, quick. We don't need quick. We're writing this in real time, guys. So Jake bit by a snake. For goodness sake, Alex, suck out the poison. There we go. We did, dude. That's it, man. That's a banger. Jake bit by a snake. For goodness sake, Alex, suck out the poison. That's pretty good, guys. I think that's pretty good. Um, yeah, like we just wrote a good jingle for our boy Snake, who was the star of the show. Who was the star of the show? Yep, Jeremiah was voted out, guys. That's my last note here. Jeremiah was voted out, and Alex wasted his idol. Right? Alex still got cold feet there. It was like hot feet, cold feet, whatever it may have been. He had ants in his pants. They were crawling all the way into every crevice and every hole available, and he just had to get up. Right? He had to get up and say, "Jeff, wait, no." And Sophie lives though. That's the main thing right here. We're gonna write Sophie lives. That's the main thing is that our girl has come out on top of her really shitty tribe, and hopefully they take these two and they kind of just are like, here, you go on yellow, you go on red, and they kind of those two just get to be on a tribe, and which totally this totally just makes sense of why there needs to just be two tribes. You're not. I feel like you're gonna get a better ratio of win lose between the two than you do between the three. There's always one tribe that just fucking sucks, and it's getting annoying. It's becoming, they just keep trying to recreate, a Stephanie moment. Is that what they're trying to do with Sophie? They're trying to make her the new Stephanie. She's gonna be the last person on her tribe. That's what Jeff's gonna fucking do? Oh my god, I can already see it. Sophie's gonna be the last girl on her tribe. I don't have a jingle for that, guys. I don't have a jingle for that. Jake bit by a snake. For goodness sake, Alex, suck out the poison. You guys are going to be singing that. I know. You guys are going to be singing that one. There's nothing better than a good jingle that gets, just it's caught in your head. Nothing better than that. Yeah, so this was not my favorite episode of Survivor. I wasn't enthralled, right? This really didn't knock my socks off. I don't like seeing a team just kind of complete. And there's so many characters that I just kind of like. I'm just getting snippets of because the central focus is this Kaylee tribe who's experienced all of Survivor in 6 days. You know, like it's just I don't know. Hopefully, all these guys are just getting sent to Exile Island. Yo, Xylo, what's going on? What's going on, dude? Always coming in here at the end of the Survivor stream. I love it. Hope you're doing well, man. You watching the Giants game right now? Watching the Giants and the Eagles game right now? What are you doing? What are you getting into, man? I was just talking Survivor. I'm done talking Survivor. But I did write a good jingle. I did write a very good jingle about Jake being bit by a snake and getting. Oh, I gotta add it one more line. Jake, so out the poison. No, I'll work on it later. We'll have a full song maybe by next stream. I was just making a Halloween shelf because I have a bit much of. Wait, hold on. Yeah, shelf. Does I have a bit much of shelves? The Eagles about to lose to the Giants. That's the best news I could hear all night. It's the best news I could hear all night. Right? We want that to happen. I'm a Washington fan, and they are my division. And the Giants winning tonight kind of works. It works for me. It works for me. I also made a bet. And it said that I said that Wan'Dale Robinson would be the first person on the Giants to get a touchdown tonight, and I just big $80 win. You know what I'm saying? It's sad news. Oh no, I just realized it's Candy Blossom. It's Go Birds. You need to change that name back. Candy Blossom. Go Birds, yeah, you should be upset. You should be very upset, right? Because the Giants kind of beat you at your own game here. If they won. If they won, they beat you at your own game here. Your family absolutely loves the Giants. Okay. Okay. I guess we're a couple of East Coast guys. We go all up and down the coast. Look at that. We got Giants. Then you got coming down a little bit, and you got the Eagles with Go Birds. Then you come down a little bit, and you got Washington area with me. You know. Then you go down a lot, and you got Clams. He likes Miami Dolphins, and then you go over a little bit. And Dirt likes the New Orleans Saints. And Lori's a Bears fan. So guess what? My team has to play her team this Monday night. It's not going to be a fun time in our house. I can tell you that. It's going to be probably a little bit of a lovers' quarrel. What would you say? A little bit of a spat between the two. It will be for the Monday Night Football game. Washington Commanders versus the Chicago Bears. Oh yeah. I mean, I love football. I love watching football. I'm getting ready to go watch some because I'm pretty much done talking about Survivor. Right? I do these. I try to. I like these to be an hour, but they don't. They don't have to be. And my notes were short this week. Short note list. So yeah. I mean, the focus of the whole show was Jake getting bit by the snake. Jake bit by a snake. For goodness sake, Alex, suck out the poison. I literally have a Giants jersey of the number 19. I was born on the 19th. That's sick, dude. That's sick. What 19th were you born? Hopefully not May 19th. Kane will come and get you. Kane will come and get you. My dad had it before I was even born. Those are the cool jerseys, though. That's a cool jersey. Your dad had it, and he kind of summoned you with that number on the jersey. November. Okay, it's still in very good condition. That's what's up. I only got one jersey, dude. I only got one jersey, and I won it. I won it from a podcast that no longer exists. They only existed for like a year, and then they quit. They quit like a bunch of cowards. Oh, yeah. I need some more jerseys. I need some classics. You know, some like ones with like some classic players, Theismann or something like that. Like a shit, dude. I'd take some like I don't know. I like some of the players I grew up. I don't even care if they're, oh, they didn't go to a Super Bowl. I don't care, bro. I'd still rock a Santana Moss jersey. I'd still rock a Clinton Portis jersey. I'd still rock a fucking D'Angelo Hall jersey. 100%. 100%. I love a good jersey too. I kind of want a hockey jersey though. Kind of want to get myself a hockey jersey. I got some hockey gear for Christmas last year because I've been watching a lot of hockey as of late. Just I like the hockey games, fun, and yeah, the jerseys are cool. They're just so thick. I don't like how thick they are, and I get it. Ice is cold, but I wish I could get a thinner hockey jersey. One that's a little bit thinner that I could like skate in. You know, the material would be just a little bit thinner. Be nice. All right, all right. I think that's it, guys. I think that is it. Thank you, Xylo, for popping in here at the end of the stream. One random thing about WWE. Okay, yeah, one random thing about WWE is that for about 1 hour, I saw that Kane was added to the active on the roster. Really? They just made Kane active for a second. Maybe he had to. Maybe someone summoned him and had to tombstone him. Right? Maybe somebody said, May 19th. Oh shit, guys! I gotta get that. Kane's coming. I have a cool Kane shirt. Kane with all the Canes on it, all the different variations of Kane. I'm a Kane the character fan. I like Kane the character. Yeah, you do always pop in right here at the end of the Survivor stream. That's for sure. We have a good time on Fridays though. So for Friday Night Josh tomorrow night, I never plug Friday Night Josh, but we're live every Friday night vertically here on the channel. We will be vertical, and we will look at some comics and kind of just hang out. And we usually hang out after SmackDown. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for now. Is after SmackDown, maybe a little bit before it ends, maybe to catch the main event. That's kind of the time frame I'm looking at for Friday night streams, Friday night lives with me, Josh. We'll do that tomorrow night, and I look forward to seeing you there, Xylo, if you can make it. No worries. I appreciate you being here tonight, and I just appreciate you in general. The good conversation and the good times. Uh, I remember it was literally a perfect coincidence. I was talking to my friend, and I said May 19th, and a few seconds after my name, the speaker started playing Slow Chemical. Oh, damn, dude. Damn. May 19th. You want to know something crazy? You want to know something crazy? That's my daughter's birthday. My daughter's birthday. Yep. It's my daughter's birthday. And when she was born, me and my brother were sending we would send memes back and forth of each other of Kane. And there's a picture of me and my brother. Let me backtrack. Me and my brother were having a conversation before my daughter was born, and he was like, "When do you think it's going to happen?" And I sent him a picture of Shawn Michaels holding up a T-shirt that says May 19th, and it happened on May 19th. Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I think. I think. I think my daughter may have the ability to set things on fire. I think she may. Oh my God, Hurts picked off and the Giants just ran it back and are on the 10. Holy shit. Holy shit, it's getting crazy. Yeah, that is insane, isn't it, Zai? That's a true story, too. It's crazy that you brought up the 19th and the whole May 19th thing. I don't know. We always be doing that. We always be summoning the future, the present, the past. We're in the now over here on Slipper House Extra Extra, right? That's how we do things. Jake, bit by a snake. For goodness sake, Alex, suck out the poison. The Eagles just sacked Dart immediately. Dart's still out there? I thought they were putting in Russell Wilson. I guess not. All right, guys. Let's get out of here. scooting, get Putin. Trail's stale. It's time to slither snail. Everybody have a good night. If you're watching the playback, I appreciate it. Thank you for being here live, Xylo. And yeah, we'll see you next time for Survivor Digest. Oh, wait, let me see. I remember when I was little, it was May 19th, and I always got scared of what could happen. Dude, yeah, that storyline stuck with me. It really did. I remember the whole May 19th, and it was all just to promote See No Evil, his movie. Which isn't a bad one, actually. Isn't a bad one. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.